Fake HOA tried to charge me for the sidewalk. I'm the infrastructure commissioner. You don't expect to get extorted for using a sidewalk, especially not when you're the one who built it. My name's Ray Carter, 46, divorced, 2 daughters, and currently serving as North Carolina's Deputy Commissioner of Infrastructure. I've overseen public access design for the past 7 years, from highway expansions to municipal sidewalk systems. I live by the codes I helped create. I moved to Maplewood Bluffs after my second rotation of school district rezoning proposals. I wanted someplace quiet, a place where my kids could scooter to the park while I grilled on the patio. Maplewood was advertised as community-run but HOA-free. That last part, big selling point. Only problem was, no one told Karen. Her real name was Barbara Quinn, but she insisted on being called Director Quinn of what? No one was sure. She wasn't elected. She wasn't appointed. She was just loud, persistent, and had a vinyl banner hanging from her porch that said Maplewood Covenant Authority. Red flags everywhere. The first encounter was subtle. A letter in my mailbox. Dear Mr. Carter, as a resident of Maplewood Bluffs, you are subject to shared asset obligations. Based on linear sidewalk frontage, you owe $178.50 for Q1 usage of pedestrian infrastructure. At first, I thought it was satire. Then I saw she'd mailed it to everyone on the block. I went across the street to talk to her. She opened the door like she was expecting a fight. Clipboard in hand, reading glasses halfway down her nose. Yes, hi. I'm Ray. I just moved in. I think there's been a mistake. You sent me a bill for the sidewalk. That's correct. You're on a corner lot. That's 48 feet of pedestrian corridor. We use a pooled maintenance structure based on length. I stared at her. Ma'am, those sidewalks are city-owned. I work for the state. I helped approve the blueprint. She smiled like I'd just proven her point. Then you know how expensive infrastructure is. It's only fair the people who benefit contribute. That's not how any of this works. I said, this isn't a shared private road. It's public, maintained with tax dollars. Her smile faded. Then I'll refer you to our legal counsel. She handed me a business card. It had a Gmail address, a logo she probably made in Canva, and no name. I walked away. But I didn't walk quiet. Within a week, she escalated. She posted non-compliant resident signs on 3 front lawns, mine included. She told kids on the sidewalk they needed wristbands to ride scooters on regulated pavement. She even hired a local handyman crew to stencil MCA private use and spray paint on the curb. That was the final straw. I filed a city report, then I went deeper. Turns out Karen's sorry. Director Quinn had created a Shell LLC Maplewood Covenant Authority LLC. No license, no board, no votes, just her. She opened a P.O. box, hired 3 neighborhood teens as compliance scouts, sent out over 24 fake invoices. Some people paid, elderly residents, a single mom with 2 jobs, a retired veteran who didn't want trouble, $25 here, $50 there, sidewalk privilege fees. That's when it stopped being annoying. It became predatory. So I did what I do best, organized the data, and brought it to the city. Not just the illegal charges, the misrepresentation, the forged notices, and the sidewalk spray paint that violated a dozen municipal codes. But I didn't go public, not yet. First, I needed her to step into the light herself. The setup was simple. My daughter Ellie's 10th birthday was coming up. She wanted a scooter parade with her friends, glitter streamers, music, lemonade stands. So we hosted it, out front, on the public sidewalk. I sent out invites. I made sure flyers reached every neighbor, including the ones Karen had bullied. I even invited a few reporters from the city's transportation beat. And of course, she showed up. 5 minutes after the first scooter hit the pavement, she stormed down the block in khaki shorts, polo shirt tucked in like a ranger at a junior park camp, waving a citation like it was a warrant. You are violating Section 12 of the Maplewood Access Code, she shrieked. The kids froze. Ellie looked like she might cry. Ma'am, I said calmly, please step off public property. This is a restricted event. You failed to file a neighborhood usage permit. You owe $500. The news cameras caught every word. I pulled out the city blueprint. This sidewalk, the curb, the green strip, all public, city funded, not under your jurisdiction. And this event fully permitted through the Parks and Rec Youth Outreach Program. She blinked. The reporter stepped forward. Ma'am, what legal authority do you operate under? She said the words that would undo her community-based enforcement. I have legal leeway under my LLC. The city inspector, who had arrived in plain clothes, smiled. Thanks. That's all we needed. She was served that evening. Fraud, harassment, vandalism of public infrastructure, impersonation of an authority, civil damages filed by 5 households. The fake charges she collected refunded via court order. The stenciled spray paint removed at her expense. Her mailbox temporarily blocked by a city-owned barricade for community safety evaluations. Call it poetic justice. A month later, the neighborhood gathered for a real meeting, not for punishment, but progress. We formed a neighborhood communication group, not an HOA, transparent, volunteer-led, no power grabs. A teenage boy who'd been one of Karen's scouts stood up and apologized, said he thought he was helping people. I just did what she told me, he said. But Mr. Carter showed me what real responsibility looks like. We renamed the local green patch Unity Walk, painted a mural with the kids on the sidewalk with city permission this time. And me, I didn't need a title to protect the block. I just needed a clipboard, the truth, and a little patience. Call to action. Have you ever dealt with fake authority figures using fear to control others? Where do we draw the line between leadership and abuse of power? Share your thoughts below. Let's build a community where power serves people, not the other way around. Speak up, push back, and never pay to walk on what's already yours.